Okay, I don't know if it's because I woke up on the wrong side of the bed tonight. I didn't get a lot of sleep, or just the issues that I want resolved haven't been resolved yet. But I am just kind of in an irritated mood this morning. But the random word generated or phrase generated for today is betting on a dead horse to resolve or to bring up an issue that has already been resolved. I could say that was like the inverse of determination. Oftentimes people, in my opinion, have these ideas of grandeur. They set a plan and then they start executing on that plan, oftentimes with ambition and excitement and energy, but either because it's too structured or it's too rigid, or they haven't done a lot of contingency planning. The first sign of conflict or challenge, they just give up and they bet on a dead horse or bring up an issue that has already been resolved, which was setting a plan in motion and just sticking with it until you reach your desired destination. So you could say the people that bring up betting up on a dead horse could be those who are not settled internally or psychologically with an issue that has been resolved. And if I could sum up my feelings right now, it would be that I'm having this inner conflict between two different wolves. The first one is in-house batch manufacturing. That's the destination. That's what I want to spend my time the next 4 months. And knowing that there's a lot of effort that needs to be put forth initially in order to start getting momentum, landing clients, I have to figure out the equipment. Then I have to, so that I'm able to build out custom samples, so that I'm able to get in front of clients and demo them the product with their custom samples, and then sell them in person on the idea of the demo and the custom samples, while at the same time finding substitute factories that can replicate my proprietary material and do larger quantity orders with better pricing for me and lead times, so that I can provide better pricing for clients even, but also provide them the option of expedited production issues if they have tight time frames where they need to get it for an event or trade show or conference, within a couple of weeks rather than in like 6 to 8 weeks. And the other wolf is, you need to pay bills. And this is not a way that's going to make you money right now. So drop this and hustle and figure out ways on how to make money. And I'm in this like window between now and like 6 to 8 weeks from now, when I'm about a month into Q4 and things start to really ramp up just by virtue of it being Q4. I have all of my strategic marketing partners in place who are gearing up already and prepping for just really capitalizing on Q4. A lot of my products are gift worthy. They fall in that disposable income range where people who are buying gifts for others or even for themselves, a lot of my products would fit for them. And so it's like, okay, then the argument, the wolf about in-house batch manufacturing is discussing or fighting with this other wolf saying, yeah, but like, just hold out for another 6 weeks. And then things are going to start turning around by virtue of it being Q4 and all of this planning that you have done in preparation for Q4, November and December. And then the other wolf debates it and goes, yeah, but can you actually tolerate this amount of stress for the next 6 weeks and maintain your composure and not do something or blow something up, in reaction, to this stress? Because you don't do well with not making money for a long period of time, being like several weeks to a month, 2 months, and having to fall back on savings. And then when you don't have savings, which is where I'm at right now, you get into this like, ugh, do I tap into the HELOC? No. But I've got to. Like, that's what it's for case of emergencies. But I have, so then it's beating a dead horse or betting on a dead horse. And this is kind of like this constant battle of like, no, I made a decision, come hell or high water, I would do in-house batch manufacturing and get this figured out by the end of the year. Come hell or high water. And I'm right now in hell, trying to figure out how to make ends meet without tapping into the reservoirs or the savings account or the rainy day fund that I've set up for this very cause, because psychologically I don't want to do that. And having this monologue with myself. So, random phrase generated for day is betting on a dead horse. It seems I often do this when I get into a financial bind. And what has been true and what I hope is true, in this scenario for the next 2 months is I don't give up and somehow come up with unique novel solutions for waiting it out and like enduring this phase for the next 6 weeks, not making any money, not running ads, and just kind of creating they ask you answer content, figuring out in-house batch manufacturing, and waiting until Q4 picks up and not having to tap into my reserves instead of just giving up and then tapping into my reserves. So yeah, I'm angry today, but I'm still going to commit to doing this. So in-house, what is it? Random phrase generated, betting on a dead horse.